Hello everybody, you have tuned in to Eric Jose on Making a Murderer on YouTube. I cover virtually any aspect of making a murderer. I go over the evidence, the documents, the photos. So if you like, stay tuned, and in the future I'll have many more videos besides the one you're about to see. Hello everybody, how you doing today? So today I wanted to do a little video to cover just a couple things. The first thing I wanted to say is, in the past, week, or well, at least since Monday, been doing pretty much a video a day, and the comments that I've been getting and stuff, for the most part, have been very, very uplifting. A lot of people that aren't just giving up, that aren't that aren't just saying, oh, screw it, and they're actually properly outraged and are willing to keep making noise about it and keep squawking about it and keep the attention on it. And I just want to thank those people from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. I'll tell you what, when I see the spirit and the never say die attitude that I see from most of the supporters, it really just kind of gives me that feeling like there's still some good people out there, and they're just not happy with what's happened here, and they're not willing to give up, and I just think that that's absolutely awesome. So just wanted to say thank you to those people. It's a shame what happened to Brendan. It's not ideal, of course. We gotta hope that what's gonna be coming down the pike is gonna be a little bit better than what we've got right now. And to that effect, or to that point, you will probably be hearing a lot about that in an upcoming video that I'm going to be doing. Me and Miss Tracy Keogh are going to, she's from Australia, another international supporter. Always happy to talk to international supporters, and we'll be talking to as many as I possibly can in the coming months, year, however long it takes. I know Brad Schimmel and all those people, they all wanted this to go away now. They wanted it, okay, SCOTUS decided, okay, that's it, it's over. Does it look like it's over? It ain't over. Yeah, some people are out there gloating, going, yeah, it's over. Whatever. Let them rot. That sort of stuff. That's the way some people are. But the fact of the matter is that confession didn't come from him. It was the fantasy of investigators / maybe even Ken Kratz. It was BS. So anyway, what Tracy Keogh is going to be telling us is, well, because she's gotten herself all plugged into the Wisconsin political scene, and she knows which candidates are actually for criminal justice reform and which ones actually want to correct some of the problems. So she's going to be, her and I are going to be doing a video where we talk about Brendan and many of the things with his case that are just completely bogus. And then the second half of the video, her and I are going to go ahead and talk about the Wisconsin political arena, essentially, and which candidates are coming up for governor, which candidates are coming up for attorney general, potentially. So her and I are going to be able to inform you of who is probably the best option in terms of criminal justice reform. So there's that. Going to be doing a video pretty soon where me and a couple friends are going to put together a lot of the just all of the many of the clips of Brendan that show him guessing, obviously, that show him being prodded, or well, I mean, that whole interview was mental conditioning, and they were conditioning him the whole time mentally to respond in certain ways, or to hopefully give them a fact that they just fed him 5 minutes earlier, or whatever it is. you know, there's that whole thing going on. We're going to be doing a little video where we put together a bunch of those clips and, you know, obviously step in and talk about a few things during it, but try to keep it kind of short, but with many of the clips that really illustrate how just in over his head Brendan was, how, I mean, we're going to put in a lot of the fact feeding so that people can see the fact feeding. They can see the time on the clock. They can see the point later where Brendan spits it out in the time on the clock. You see. So that's kind of the basic idea of what we're going to be doing with that video. I'm also going to be doing another video, a call video with a researcher in this case, lovely Miss Carrie, and her and I are going to talk about, we're going to kind of send her in on Zellner's original 1,000-page, 1,200-page motion or whatever. We're going to kind of pick out maybe 10 to 15 of the kind of biggest things there, or the most, you know, the most interesting things there, and kind of focus in on like those 10 or 15 a little bit and kind of talk about them and stuff and that sort of thing. So I think that's going to be a fun one too, because, you know, we haven't revisited Zellner's, you know, 1,200-page motion in a while. To be perfectly honest, there's probably a good chance that there's stuff in there that I missed the first time around, didn't catch a certain connection or didn't make a certain connection. So by her and I going back through that again and stuff ought to be fun. Might even see something we didn't really see the first time around. So I think that might be cool. So anyway, there's going to be that. And then, as I say, any of the, you know, if we got some international supporters out there, you know, I was thinking particularly Ireland. I know when I look at the analytics on my channel that I do have a fair amount of views coming in from Ireland. So if there's anybody over in Ireland that would like to do a video call to represent, you know, Ireland as the international supporters of Stephen Avery and Brendan Dassey, leave me a comment in the comment section below, and we'll figure out a way to hook up and do a phone call, most likely Skype, or Facebook Messenger, whichever one's the easiest, because not everybody has, you know, one, you know, but usually people have one of those two. As you know, Skype comes on any Windows computer, so, you know, that's there for, but there's some people that have Macs, there's some people that, you know, whatever, so there's reasons why some people don't have that, but usually then most people have Messenger. So either way, we can get it done. We can have a little chat. But I also am open to supporters that would like to have a little chat from, you know, other places in the world, wider, you know, areas of the world, if you're out there. So hey, if you want to, drop me a line in the comment section, and I'll, you know, if you want to do it, and we'll work it out. So these are the things that I'm looking to do in the coming months. You know, I want to talk to as many international supporters as possible. I also will be talking to supporters right here in the United States as well. But, you know, really wanting to showcase how many people in the wider world have taken an interest in this case, so much of an interest in this case, that they wanted to do a video call with Eric Jose. And that's for me, that's just what I want to keep showing moving forward. That there's a lot of support. That the issue has not dissipated. People are still outraged about what happened to Brendan, and the justice system just seems to be dragging its feet about it. It just doesn't seem to give a crap. Well, some of those people in the justice system give a crap. Judge Wood and Rovner of the Seventh Circuit jump to mind, who see it pretty clearly for what it is, and yeah, it's a train wreck. There's another thing that bothers me about AEDPA, that the only way it can be overcome, blah blah blah, that the state's fact finding is just so horrible and so bad that warrants an AEDPA relief. But here's my thing though. How apt were the Seventh Circuit majority to judge that? The reason why I say that is we're talking about 4 judges that misrepresented the English language in the same exact way that the state of Wisconsin has been misinterpreting the English language. And y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the control question. So how can I trust the Seventh Circuit majority to judge whether something is actually factual and whether the fact finding was sufficient when they can't even understand the English language and they misrepresent a fact in the same exact way as the state of Wisconsin? To me, it just cries out, like, you know, because why would you do that? You know, to do it in the same exact way as Wisconsin, it puts a little bit of a, you know, shade on that, you know, because I can't prove that they were in cahoots with Wisconsin, but to misrepresent the English language in the same exact way, yeah, it looks a little fishy. It looks a little fishy. So, anyway, moving forward, that's what we're hoping to do. Like I said, I'm going to be talking to Tracy Keogh. We're going to be talking about Brendan. We're going to be talking about the Wisconsin political arena. Going to be doing a video, putting together a video of Brendan clips and things like that to illustrate a lot of the methods and things that were used. Hopefully in just a real short, concise kind of video, so that it can be shared with people who, that maybe aren't into the whole thing. They never watched MAM. I know a bunch of people. I know a whole bunch of people that never watched MAM. Have not even watched it. So we're thinking we'll put something out there, short, punchy, real short, that people can sit down with for, 10, maybe 15 minutes and just see a lot of the bulk of what was going on with Brendan. Because not everybody's willing to watch a 10-hour documentary. It's just not their thing. But they might sit down and watch a little 10-minute video that might pique their interest. So that's kind of what we're hoping to do, people. So when that video comes, feel free to share it. Feel free to share it with people that are not into the case or whatever, or things like that, just so that they can see see the real main part of what's going on with Brendan, without having to watch the entire 10 hours of documentary, which if they're not inclined, they won't do. So that's what we're looking to do. As I said, international supporters, please let me know. And if you're here in the States and you got a burning issue you want to talk about, message me. We'll talk about it. We'll see. Well, I'm here to showcase the fact that these guys have a lot of support, and I want to give everybody a chance who wants to talk, or show their support. I want to try and give people a chance to do so. One thing though, just want to let everybody know, here on my channel, I don't really go for any kind of negativity towards the Hallbox, the Avery, Dassey's, Taddicks. These are all victims' families. They're all victims' families. So we'll let the investigators for Zellner and all that keep digging and make the picture come in clearer, so that we can hopefully understand what's going on better. But like I said, would like for all of the victims' families to be respected. If you want to go ahead and have a call and talk about things. That's going to do it for this video today, folks. We'll be back and we'll see you again real soon. If you haven't already, please hit subscribe.